Baby man is back.
Oh, oh my gosh, the ring got messed up. This is a 5 out of freaking 5.
It is beat making time.
Next week is E3 week. My album comes out next week.
I have the leopard.
This is your boy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube citizens, y'all know who this is. This is your boy Dash to try and find out. Back at it with another Pokemon Unite commentary video for you guys, and just when I thought we were done talking about this whole G4 scenario, they done something that had the people go, what the heck? And so if y'all been under the rock and been missing out over the past 2 to 3 months in regards to what's been happening, let me give you or try to attempt to give you a quick summary of what's been happening. So back in December, one of the G4 members, or I don't know what they would call themselves, members, content creators, journalists, analysts, wherever they call themselves, I have no clue, goes by the name of Frosk or Froskurinn. Froskurinn, how you pronounce the name? I don't know. I apologize in advance if I'm mispronouncing her name. Now, I did a video on this a while back, actually, like back in January. So this was when there was like 3 things going on. I recorded 3 videos at the same time. But what ended up happening was this. So what happened was this. She gave her take that in the later portion of the console wars, the Microsoft owns Sony. And then she gave another take in that same video saying that Microsoft will own Sony this year. And she gave that second take based on the number of RPG games that are coming out this year, or potentially are coming out this year, because they're not even been set in stone. While Microsoft have like around 4 that might come out, Sony only have 1, and that one is Froskurinn, that was pushed back to October this year. More likely that's coming out. But nevertheless, she gave that take, and a lot of people disagree with her. Now, again, I said this in my last video where I talked about this. I'll say it again here. While she is factually incorrect on both takes, but I'm not. You can go either or. You can say, oh, the later portion of the console, Xbox One or PlayStation 1. You can. It was close, and you can't go wrong by picking either or. But to say that one absolutely killed the other was blasphemous. Like, that was incorrect. And then for her to say again, Microsoft will kill PlayStation or Sony this year rather, is also incorrect. Especially since she's going based off of RPG games. And I'm like, well, they got other games like Horizon, which came out already. The new God of War that's supposed to be coming out. Now, they just released Gran Turismo, which have mixed reviews. So there's that. But at the end of the day, if you want to say Microsoft, you think Microsoft will win, but fine. But if you say Sony will win this year, fine. But to say one will kill the other this year, no, I don't see that happening. But again, people went off on her. Now, people went off on her on a crazy manner, basically saying, oh, she didn't know what she's talking about because she's not hot. She didn't know what she's talking about because I can't have wet dreams with her. They were saying some outrageous stuff, apparently. I don't know. That's what people were saying. And it led to another video where Amouranth did this infamous rant, basically saying, complaining about this. So yeah, she have a right to complain about it, because it is weird as heck for people to say, yo, she don't know what she's talking about because she's not hot. That is weird. Or I can't get a good nut off of her. Or whatever they said. It's weird. It's very, very weird. I will agree with that. It's weird. But then here's where we get to the meat of this video. She went on to say the likes of former G4 hosts or G4 members, and I probably butchered their names, so I apologize in advance. Olivia Nunn and Morgan Webb are not eye candy made for the viewers or something like that. They're not made to be eye candies. And it's like, that's also incorrect, because if you saw some of the stuff that they used to do in G4, it was eye candy material. And that stuff is documented online, it's documented on YouTube, and either other female hosts or analysts or members of G4 who done some things on the G4 network, they did some eye candy stuff. There's pictures, there's videos of this. But despite that, she gave that rant, And then G4 released a statement on Twitter rather, saying, yo, we stand behind Frosk 100%. We totally agree with her, blah, blah, blah. Basically saying the women, not just on G4, but women in general, like online or whatever the case may be, are not made for eye candy. And now that is true to say, oh, every single woman is not made to be eye candy. That is true. But let's not say no women is made for eye candy material. Otherwise, there wouldn't be a thing called strippers. There wouldn't be a thing called hookers. I mean, and that's prime examples right there. Well, that was all said in January. Well, this past weekend, or last week actually, in March, G4 released a show called The Austin Show on G4. Now, when I mean Austin, I don't mean Austin Creed. There's another dude, a right dude, who also is named Austin, and he has his own show. And it's called Austin Show on G4. And he even have his own YouTube channel. So now this particular show, or the theme here was VTuber Price Glory. And it featured VTubers. So virtual YouTubers, virtual streamers. So we got Iron Mouse, Snuffy, Vebe, and Nanners. I probably butchered one of those names, so I apologize in advance. So they are virtual tubers that are made to be hot and sexy looking or cute and beautiful, whatever the case may be. Now, on this show, they and this is like an hour and 50 minutes long. I kind of skip and scan through this entire thing, so I saw everything. This was like an eye candy show. Because not only do you have these beautiful, some of them might consider sexy VTubers on there, which is like the smallest thing that they have on there. They also have Amouranth on there. So how was Amouranth introduced in the show? She popped out of a pool full of plastic toy balls wearing a somewhat of a skimpy bikini. Now, Amouranth got a fine body. So that's eye candy material right there. Once again, appearing on G4. And then they had another chick on there. I forgot her name. But the theme was she got jealous of Amouranth because Amouranth's so fine. And the two hosts like Amouranth to be on stage, but they don't want this other chick to be on there. So she changed it to like a sexy outfit to try and compete with Amouranth. You know, trying to show off her cleavage and all that joint. And they would, and there was like a game show where there was like a bunch of sexy themes on stage. Like they even did this one segment talking. So what is the highest rated hentai amongst, these three? And they done that like 5, 6, 7 times within the show. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. So for them to say, or not even for them to say, but and again, I'm going to bring up the Frost element with this show in a second. But for Frost to say that their G4 hosts, the women of G4, are not made to be eye candy, despite everything that happened in the past, where they produce eye candy material, where they show women in eye candy situations, despite that, but then for Frost to come out with that rant, and then for G4 to basically say, oh, we support her, and then turn around and do this, yeah, it makes G4 look like total hypocrites, and it's not a good look for Frost. Now, here's where I'm going to bring up Frost, and I'm going to give Frost somewhat of a pass here, because Frost was not involved with this show. So I don't know if they ran the show through her, and she okayed it or not. I'm not sure if she had the power to do that. I'm not sure if she supported the show or not. I have no clue. So there could be a scenario where they did the show, but Frost didn't like it. That could happen. That could be the case. I don't know. I truly don't know. But at the end of the day, even the Frost rant, that's not the thing that like got me going, oh man, that's messed up. The thing that got me was that G4 supported Frost rant, and yet they produced this. Like, if y'all can see what I'm looking at, it's crazy. Like, how, like, it makes G4 as a whole look bad. It makes him look really, really bad. Now, am I saying they look bad to the point where, oh, they so bad they're gonna get shut down, people gonna stop watching all that? No, it's not. Well, it do make them look like hypocrites, and I do not like hypocrites, me personally. But at the same time, I'm realistic to say this is not severe to the point where people will stop watching G4 and G4 had to shut down a second time. I don't see that happening. I do not see that happening. Now, do I have a problem with the show? No, I have no problem with the show. I have no problem with it at all. I have no problem with Amouranth. I mean, I am following Amouranth because I want to see what type of nonsense she up to this time, stuff like that. And she's a gorgeous woman. Like, I'll be honest. She's a gorgeous woman. Well, I won't pursue that personally, but she came up to me and asked me, yo, do you want to hit? You're damn right I'm going to hit. That I'm not denying that. But at the same time, well, I don't have a problem with Amouranth. Well, I don't have a problem with the show. But how you going to say you support a Frosk rant where she say women are not made to be eye candy on G4 and then turn around and do eye candy material like this? And this is heavy eye candy material. Again, we talking hentai. We talking Amouranth in the bikini. We talking Amouranth and this other chick showing their cleavage, and they both got some nice cleavage. So I mean, and they got VTubers. One of them is kind of sexy looking, while the others are beautiful. All of them, you can say all of them are beautiful, but at least one of them is kind of sexy looking. So again, how could G4 say, yeah, our women on G4 they're not made to be eye candy, but yet you do this, you know, you come out with this eye candy show called VTuber Price Glory. It's so hypocritical. It's so hypocritical. And that's the part that I have an issue with. Like the fact that they basically being hypocrites. Like, yo, either you stand with Frost and what she said, or you don't. And if you don't, okay, that's your choice. And I have no problem with it. If you do, that's your choice. And I have no problem with it. But don't say, oh, we stand with Frost, and then go turn around and do the exact opposite of what Frost was talking about. Because that's what they did with this show. So, and this got a lot of buzz, and this still up on YouTube, by the way. So again, it's called VTuber Price Glory, featuring I Am Out, Snuffy, Amouranth, Bebe, Nanners, and then Austin Show's Name Your Price. That's what it is, and it's on the Austin Show on G4 YouTube channel, so you can easily find this. And I'll probably have a link, if I remember. I'll probably have a link to this show, the entire show. Again, it's like an hour and 50 minutes long, in the description box below. Again, I have no problem with the show. I thought it was kind of funny. And yeah, it was kind of sexy. But at the same time, you cannot put a show like this after standing with the rants that Frosk gave, where she basically have an issue with shows like this. Because again, the women on the show, whether they VTubers or real, were made to be eye candy. And that's what her rant was about, for the most part. So, I'm going to call it a wrap from there. And with all that said, y'all know who this is. This is boy New J Gatsby, a.k.a. the new Stephen A. Smith, saying peace out, y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Yeah.